Most people are afraid of being alone, because being alone removes distractions. It forces you to face yourself, your thoughts, your fears, your insecurities. And that's exactly why learning to do certain things alone can completely change your life. Here are 10 things everyone should learn to do alone. The first is eating alone. This sounds simple, but many people avoid it. They feel awkward sitting by themselves in a restaurant or cafe. Why? Because they're worried about what other people might think. The moment you become comfortable eating alone, you realize something important. Most people aren't paying attention to you at all. They're busy thinking about themselves. The second is traveling alone. When you're alone, there's nobody to entertain you, nobody to make decisions for you, nobody to hide behind. You learn independence very quickly, and sometimes you learn more about yourself in a few days alone than in years surrounded by people. Third, learn to walk alone, without headphones, without your phone, without constant stimulation. Just you and your thoughts. Many people have forgotten what silence feels like, and silence has a way of revealing things you've been avoiding. Fourth, learn to make decisions alone. Advice is valuable, but at some point, you have to stop asking 10 different people what you should do with your life, because they aren't living your life. You are. Confidence comes from trusting your own judgment, not outsourcing it. Fifth, learn to pursue your goals alone. This one is important, because motivation often disappears. Friends lose interest. People stop supporting you. The excitement fades. And if you can only work when someone is cheering for you, you'll never get very far. The people who achieve remarkable things can keep going even when nobody is watching. Sixth, learn to sit with your emotions alone. Most people immediately reach for distractions: social media, entertainment, food, work, anything to avoid uncomfortable feelings. But emotions don't disappear when you ignore them. They wait. Learning to sit with discomfort is one of the most valuable skills you can develop. Seventh, learn to enjoy your own company. This sounds obvious, but many people secretly dislike being alone with themselves. That's why they constantly seek noise, attention, or validation. The relationship you have with yourself is the longest relationship you'll ever have. It's worth improving. Eighth, learn new skills alone. There will be times when nobody believes in your idea. Nobody understands your goal. Nobody sees the vision. That's okay. Many of the most important skills you'll ever learn will be learned quietly, behind the scenes, long before anyone notices the results. Ninth, learn to handle failure alone. People love to celebrate success. Few people stay around for failure. There will be moments when things don't work out. Moments when you're disappointed. Moments when you feel lost. Being able to recover without constant reassurance is a superpower. And finally, learn to be happy alone. Not because you should isolate yourself. Not because relationships don't matter. But because happiness that depends entirely on other people is fragile. The strongest relationships are formed when two complete people come together, not when two people expect each other to fill every void. At the end of the day, learning to be alone isn't about becoming lonely. It's about becoming self-sufficient. It's about knowing that whether people stay or leave, whether support comes or doesn't, whether the crowd cheers or goes silent, you'll still be okay. Because the person you can always rely on is yourself. And when you reach that point, something interesting happens. You stop chasing people. You stop seeking constant validation. You stop fearing solitude. And that's when being alone stops feeling like a weakness and starts feeling like freedom.